October 28th, about midnight.
Oh, it'll be our October 27th episode, but we're bleeding into the next day.
Kansas City and New York in the bottom of the 14th inning. Probably
Yeah,
gonna,
I mean, people, we're not even. I mean, we're trying to get this episode in, but this World Series game one has gone on all night. They're just not stopping. We're
base,
watching the game as it happens right now.
bases loaded, no outs.
And Bartolo, ball one to Hosmer. I mean, we're gonna lead it off with game one of the World Series anyway, so I guess we're just gonna get our live reactions right now.
Yeah, here we are. You've probably watched a little more than me. I watched the beginning a little bit, but what do you got to say?
Yeah, it's been an awesome game so far. It's gone exactly how I predicted. Maybe not so much. I wouldn't say exactly, but it's been very entertaining. It's just game one, and if this is how the entire series is going to go, then we're in for a hell of a series. I got a lot of talk. I have a lot to talk about just from game one. We've dealt with a leadoff inside the park home run. We've dealt with a starting pitcher whose father died and he didn't even know apparently. And then we had some technical difficulties, which led to the entire national broadcast getting pretty much blacked out. And now we are here recording windup number 4 at 12:17 in the morning. The game is still going on. The bases are loaded. Bartolo Colon's on the mound. It's 1-2 to Hosmer. I guess this is the windup in its prime right now. We're trying to squeeze in this episode as late as possible, and I guess I would just blame the Mets. The Mets would have won this game if they had Uribe pinch hit earlier, because Uribe is Uribe.
It's been crazy though. Started off with like all the things you said, the inside the park home run, and the blackout, and then Volquez not knowing his dad died while he's starting is one of the craziest things. If he actually didn't know during the game when he was pitching, that's got to be devastating. But even if he didn't know, like hours before you're on your way to the World Series, you find out your dad dies.
Well, okay. This is hard for me to dive into while the game's still going on. I'm legit watching it right now. Hosmer hits one deep. Curtis Granderson. And so the Royals win game one. In 14 innings, the Royals win game one. This is happening live as we record.
Hosmer too, who made the big error, huh?
Yeah, he Bucknered that one real bad. It was the first game leader. I don't know how you word that. It was the first hit to take a lead off of an error since Bill Buckner. It was the exact same play too.
Right, in the World Series, and it was the Mets too.
Yeah. But yeah, so now since the game is over, we can dive into it. Royals win game one after 14, 5-4 over the Mets. But yeah, I really want to talk about the Volquez situation. The whole, he's from the Dominican Republic, so news doesn't really travel as fast to him when you're thinking about immediate news and you're in a clubhouse. You're not necessarily looking at your phone every second. I think now this might sound a little morbid, but if the Mets really wanted to win game one, which they just lost, they would have told Edinson Volquez right away that his dad died. Because it's a proven fact, if you know that you're battling adversity, you're going to go out there and throw a gem. I have two examples. The first one is an obvious one. Michael Jordan flu game. He had the flu, went out there, killed it. The next one, this one compares even better. Brett Favre. His dad died, went out there on Monday Night Football, and still threw for 399 yards and 4 touchdowns. Now, 399 yards and 4 touchdowns. Yeah, that's a pretty good game. But Brett Favre threw for 399 yards and 4 touchdowns in the first half. And they rolled. I was looking up the stats earlier. I forgot who they played. That was all in the first half, and they rolled them by like 40 points. That was after Brett Favre's dad died, I think, like on Sunday. So my point here is if the news that Essen Volquez's dad died well before game one, you need to let him know immediately so he has that extra motivation. Because in my head, it's a proven fact. If there's adversity, you're going to fight through it, and you're going to pitch a gem. Essen Volquez probably dominates that game. And
you said the Royals should let him know, right?
Yeah.
I think you said the Mets in the beginning.
Oh, yeah. I might have messed up. Yeah.
I was confused. I was like, your points were conflicting. I wasn't.
Well,
sure.
yeah, I guess, yeah, since the Royals still won. But if the Royals didn't want to go 14 innings tonight, then they should have let Volquez know that, hey, your dad died. And Volquez goes out there and pitches like a 2-hitter probably.
Yeah, that's tough.
Good catch. Good catch, though. Good catch.
Yeah. That's a tough thing. It's a tough place, man. You don't know how it's going to affect a guy. Like Favre and Jordan, there's like gamers like that. Like they take any motivation they can get, but you don't know the reaction that Volquez could have. Like he could just break down and be like, dude, I can't pitch. Like this is too much for me. Like my mind's going to be in a different place. Like this is tough.
But yeah, it's true. I mean, and I was looking at Twitter during the entire game. There were people saying like it's like not inhumane, but like you gotta let them know. Like I don't know. I wouldn't agree with he comes out in the second inning and he comes to the dugout. It's like, hey, your dad died. That would be insane, because then the entire game is messed up. Like how could you have a guy come to the dugout after getting it out and then be like, hey, by the way, your dad just died? That would crush him.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He would probably break down and be like, holy shit, I can't believe.
Right. But I'm saying if it happened before the game and they had time to tell him, probably tell him, let him know. And I think it's a proven fact. When you have adversity, you're going to battle through it, and and I think Volquez pitches a 2-hitter if he knows that his dad died.
Yeah, I mean, definitely if you have someone to play for, you're going to make sure that you really, really go all out. But then on the other side of the spectrum is sometimes you might not be able to concentrate. Like I couldn't imagine playing hours after like my dad died or something.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's a motivation. Like he probably wants you to play and he wants you to play well, and like you're gonna do it for him, but it's like this is reality. This is just a game. And after the game when everything's said and done, like my dad just died, dude.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. Real tough spot. I don't know. I guess it just goes with the whole narrative. As a fan, everything's based off a narrative. So it's like you look at Brett Favre, you look at Michael Jordan. It's like, oh yeah, you'd expect Essen Volquez to go out there and throw a gem after finding out that his dad died.
The championship the year his dad died too.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. Like
and that's why he was like crying because he
right. Yeah.
Then he went to play baseball for his dad, I think, right?
Was that why he left?
I think he wanted to, like, that was like, I don't know, it was something like that. Like he wanted to play, like his dad wanted to play baseball or something.
Well, he came to the right team, that's for sure.
And he was terrible, so that wasn't a good motivation.
No, I mean, he chose the right team though. He's on the Birmingham Barons for a little bit under the White Sox umbrella.
He played against the Cubs one time.
Oh yeah. Did you watch the beginning of the game? I was busy. I couldn't catch it. But I guess they let off with an inside the park home run, which is so Royals. That is super duper Royals baseball. Yeah,
Cespedes just misplayed the ball in center.
I think I saw a highlight and it looked like it was a ball in the gap and they both pretty much just like met up and hugged.
Yeah, Cespedes just misplayed it.
That's inexcusable. I don't know how that happens, but then again, it's Royals. they're going to hit an inside the park home run because they are the Royals.
And a game-tying home run in the 9th inning.
Yeah, that's Alex Gordon. The Royals are I don't even know how to explain it. They just play baseball so well. They just play baseball so well. And it kills me inside to admit how good they are because I don't want them to be good at all. They were the little brother of the AL Central for so many years. And it paid off for them because they got all the good draft picks and they drafted Hosmer and Gordon and I think Moustakas. And they're good now. They're good now, and they have a legitimate shot to win the World Series this year. Last year, I never even thought they had a shot. I mean, the Giants are the Giants. It was the Giants, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Madison Bumgarner is going to go out there and do his thing. And I think the Giants win it like every other year now. So next year –
Game of series.
Next year is probably the Giants' year. I don't care how bad they start off; they're probably going to win the
Giants
World
have
Series.
won all the even years. They won in 2010, 2012.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The 2016, it's the Giants.
Yeah, I mean it's a proven fact. Put all your money on the Giants right now. And then we got the inside park home run, Volquez. The delay in the game was something that I've never seen before. Oh, there's Raul Ibanez and Pete Rose. Those are great guys. The delay in the game because the Fox feed went out. I don't know how that happens. It's the World Series and you're a national broadcast and your television feed goes out when it's not even raining anymore. I don't think there's any excuse for that. And I wouldn't be surprised if multiple people from Fox get fired tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. There's definitely some shit going down in the offices tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know how that happens. How do you let your national feed go down during one of the biggest times of the year?
I thought TBS was bad, but they never lost service.
That's true. They had a poopy strike zone, but
terrible broadcasting. But hey, I watched the whole game.
But hey, there was a positive though. There was a positive. When the Fox feed went down, they went to the studio with, the anchors in the studio, and they're just talking about what had happened in the game before, or like before it went down.
Right.
And then we go and we get the international feed for about an inning and a half, I think. And it was Matt Vasgersian and I think John Smoltz, and it was money. Matt Vasgersian is a great broadcaster. Voice of MLB The Show. So good. And when you move from Joe Buck and Matt Vasgersian, it's like going from a hunk of shit to like just gold. And then they come back from commercial, and we're still on the international feed, and you hear Joe Buck's voice and Matt Vasgersian's voice. Joe Buck pretty much kicked out Matt Vasgersian out of his own broadcast booth. And it's like, well, sorry, world. Now you have to deal with Joe Buck and Harold Reynolds. I mean, you have no reason. You have every reason. You have every reason to hate America, and you have every reason to hate Fox. Sorry, you had to deal with Joe Buck for like a half an inning or whatever. We have to deal with Joe Buck every inning of every World Series, and it's awful. And Harold Reynolds, the entire postseason, has been the worst. Just the absolute worst. Yeah. It sucks.
There's some bad announcers out there.
Yeah, I'd rather have the World Series. I'd rather they do a split screen. The World Series over here, and then on the other side of the screen, it's the studio, and it's just Pete Rose calling the entire game. Because Pete Rose is money. Get Pete Rose like a fifth of fucking whiskey and a couple betting cards, and let him go to work. Call the game. Pete Rose. By himself solo. He'd be the next Vin Scully. He'd be a legend.
He's an idiot too.
Look at the lineup right here. We got I don't even know him. We got A-Rod, Ibanez, Pete Rose, and the Big Hurt. Can't argue with that.
No, that's good stuff.
That's unbelievable. Pete Rose is entertaining television. Raul Ibanez is Chaw City. Oh, and we got Frank Thomas. They're. This is the thing. I hate when people become self-aware. They're doing the Pete Rose thing right now on TV. Whatever.
Straight from Deadspin.com.
Yeah, Deadspin. Fuck off, Deadspin. You're terrible. You're awful. You're unbearable. Frank Thomas, though. Frank Thomas is awesome. Have you seen him like standing next to these guys in like when they're talking before the game, like standing up?
Yeah.
Frank Thomas just towers over these guys. The shoulder width, unbelievable. I think he could get into a White Sox uniform right now and probably put a ball in the orbit.
He talked at St. Francis last year.
Frank Thomas did?
Yeah, he gave the speech.
What did he say?
They bring like an athlete like every year, like this year or last year. Oh, Frank Thomas was 2 years ago. Last year was Ryan Dempster.
Oh yeah, that's right.
1 year was Jim Thome.
Really?
Yeah, Cal went to that.
Wow. Jim Thome and Ryan Dempster and Frank Thomas, man.
That's
a hell of a lineup. Didn't who spoke at the JCA thing? It was
no, it's coming. Well, the last year they had the dude that does the Hawks games.
What's his name?
Eddie Olczyk.
Yeah.
This year for their whatever it is, it's Ditka.
No way.
Yeah, my dad has a table. My dad bought a table.
They're having Ditka there?
Mike Ditka.
Shut the
Yeah, my dad and like my uncles, grandpa, a couple of my cousins are going. It's I wanted to go. Like I could have gone, but we're gonna be in Vegas.
Wow. I didn't know they were pulling Ditka. What the hell? What's going on, Joey Catholic? I mean,
that's good stuff, dude. Ditka talking.
Oh, that's money.
You know who introduced him too is what's his name? The announcer for the Padres.
Oh, Mark Grant.
Mark Grant, yes.
Yeah.
He's like
he was there last year. He got inducted last year.
He's like introducing
Ditka.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I watched Mark Grant's introduction speech for the JCA. I think what is it, Hall
of Champions or something.
Yeah. Awesome speech. Mark Grant is the man. He is the man.
Sweet man.
Ditka? How did they pull Ditka? That's unbelievable.
You're gonna have a lot to talk about. A lot of good stories.
Oh yeah. I can't imagine how many beers are sold at that thing.
1 million.
Just
drinking them all too.
Yeah.
Coach.
We got the baseball talk out of the way. Now it's pretty much your section here. I'll have a little bit to add, but NBA tipped off tonight, and I know we got the Bulls with a huge win.
Yeah, they looked okay, I guess. Derrick Rose and his mask were not bad actually. He played pretty. Yeah, all right. He had 18 and 5. Didn't look terrible. Was pretty aggressive. Jimmy Butler looked good as usual. Mirotic was really good. He's gonna win something this year. Most improved player. Something. He's something.
I had the game on my computer. Well, like I had the World Series on the big screen, and I had the Bulls on my computer. And I'm pretty sure the first thing I saw was Mirotic on the top of the key knocking out 3.
Yeah. Pau was pretty bad. He was really bad. Noah didn't play that much. He played like 17 minutes.
You're going to need to explain this to me. I don't get it. I thought Joakim is one of the guys.
It was just that Thibodeau loved him so much because Thibodeau was such like a defensive guy, and like Thibodeau loved that and loved having Noah play out there with all the energy. Hoiberg is obviously more of an offensive guy. And Noah, after his defensive player of the year, he hadn't done anything last year. He was terrible last year.
Well, I heard this new coach is more he's not more of a play caller. he's just go out there, take the ball, and have the freedom and create some offense and score.
It's basically like the spread offensive basketball. I guess you
Yeah.
just spread out the floor, let people go, and let's just put the ball in the basket.
Do you
No,
think it's going to work for him?
not like Thibodeau. I mean, that's what the NBA is. I think Thibodeau's an assistant coach, like a defensive specialist that could help a team play defense. I think Thibodeau could be a really good college coach too. He burns players out in the NBA.
I mean, yeah, that's the whole narrative, but I think it's not far from true. Like he really killed people last year and the year before.
Jimmy
Like,
Butler never came out of the game ever.
yeah.
And tonight, I know it's a first game, but he played 37 minutes. Like last year, he probably would have played 45 in this game. I mean, you don't need to be playing 45 minutes. Like the Bulls have enough depth on their bench. Like McDermott, they had really good balance. Like McDermott played a lot. Aaron Brooks played a lot. Gibson played a lot. E'Twaun Moore played a lot. McDermott didn't even sniff the floor last year.
Yeah, that's true. So I have two things written down about the Bulls game. I know they won. I wrote down that Noah is hurt, and I wrote down that Obama was at the game.
Yeah, I thought that Noah tore his ACL. I didn't really see the play. I guess he just banged knees with someone. So he's fine. But yeah, Obama was at the game. The Secret Services sniffed out the building, the entire United Center this morning before the game, before anyone got there. They made sure there was nothing in that building, no explosives, no weapons, nothing. If I had to guess, the security for that game, the metal detectors and the people around the security was probably doubled, maybe tripled.
I saw one of the people that I follow on Twitter, they didn't get into the game until halftime because apparently lines were backed up and they didn't get into the arena until halftime because the president was there, which is kind of fucked up. But I get it. I mean, when the president's in town, security is maximized.
And he's sitting front row at like a game with 40,000 people there. Like, you're not taking any chances.
Hey, you know what? I was thinking, I saw a picture of him or a video or something, and it looked like he was sitting. I don't know who he was sitting with, but the people around him looked relatively normal. So I'm just in my head like, where are these guys in the suits? Where are they sitting? And where are they looking? I want to know where they're sitting right now. Like, I want to know where they're at because that's like awesome.
There was a million eyes on him. I mean,
Yeah.
they're everywhere.
Yeah, definitely. And hey, Obama's looking great too. Really great.
They had snipers in the rafters.
No doubt about it.
I'm convinced.
There's absolutely no doubt. Like, if anybody walked up to the president,
He gave an interview at end of the first quarter, I think.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, and then he was like talking about how LeBron did something for college kids or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah, LeBron is a new sponsor. LeBron is the sponsor. Not Nike is a new sponsor of Simeon Basketball.
Oh yeah, I saw that too. Derrick Rose, how you feeling?
Yeah, not good.
I mean, that's your alma mater right there.
Parker, how you feeling?
Yeah, true. Is he going to do good this year, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, I know he came off a terrible injury, but
yeah, he should be ready to go in a few weeks, I think.
Yeah. Is he not 100% yet?
I don't think he's playing now. I don't think he's cleared yet.
Okay.
Could be wrong.
That was like the biggest name coming out of college.
Jabari Parker will be back early November. That's kind of what I thought.
Okay.
Like a week or two, probably.
All right. Oh, that's all right. That's just that's one of those names that's like, oh, it's Jabari Parker. So you're like, it's like, oh, you expect greatness out of him, and then he just goes down with a terrible injury, and then just waiting for his name to be called again.
It's coming. He's good. The Bucks are good too.
They're young, aren't they?
Yeah, they're super young and talented.
That's good, but not good for the Bulls, I guess.
The other game was Golden State. That game was awesome.
Yeah, I just wrote down Steph Curry going off. So talk about that, I guess.
He's incredible, man. The stuff he does with the basketball is absolutely insane.
I think I saw he had, 23 in the first quarter?
It's just yeah, I think so. It's just like
That's stupid.
the passes that he makes, the plays he makes, the shots he makes. He is just he picked up right where he left off, honestly, and I think he got better too. I know it's just one game, but he looks so smooth. It's like he knows he's 3 or 4 steps ahead of every other player on the court, and
What?
he makes the game look easy.
No, he does. He makes it look smooth, real
That,
smooth. Everything he does,
that's
it's
the
nice
best way.
looking.
Yeah, he's just a smooth guy.
Yeah. Um, did you notice anything about Draymond Green or Klay Thompson?
Yeah, Draymond Green actually. A lot of people were saying like how he got paid and how he's not like gonna be like the same player. He's like because he's like a blue collar, like grinded out, like just hard nosed player. So people were saying like now that he got paid, now he has all this recognition, and like people think like he's just gonna like change how he plays and just be like too cool. Oh, he was playing like super hard and like they call like a foul on him and he started like freaking out and like screaming at the refs and like throwing his hands up like he wanted to get a technical and they were saying like how he's gonna play that way this year because he still wants to be known as like that guy. Like he doesn't make a difference if people know his name and if people like if he's getting paid. Like that's just the kind of player he is. Like he just grinds it out and he's just a blue collar player. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, I love it. Love those kind of guys.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be one of those, high rollers and like I don't know, just fancy.
No, that's perfect. I love that. Now that you said that, I think Draymond Green's the best player in the league. I love
Yeah,
Draymond Green now. That's great. That's
that's
perfect.
what the announcers were saying. Like he was definitely, if he's talked about that, like he wants people to know that he's still the same player, just like he was last year when he was a no name, really, and then he really caught fame, not fame, but
He
people,
did very well last year.
and now he
Very well.
wants to keep it the same. So he was like showing emotion, like that's what he does. Like he's an emotional guy,
Yeah.
gets the team going, gets himself going. So
That's great. That's awesome. But did they roll?
Thompson's he's one of my favorite players in the league. He's so smooth too. He had an okay night. He played like 25 minutes. I think he had 10 points or something. He played all right, but
Did they roll?
yeah, I think they won by 16 maybe.
How'd Anthony Davis look?
Mm.
I mean, that's my guy. That's my guy. So
I was thinking about that during the game. I don't know. It's something about him, man. He just doesn't impress me.
what happened?
He just doesn't have like like I don't know. To be a good center in this league, it's tough, man.
Well,
You need
what
some. You
does
need
he have
some.
the same hairstyle as the last year?
I didn't really notice, but yeah.
Because you know what? I don't. This is honest. I don't think Derrick Rose is going to be a top 10 point guard in the league if he keeps up with that hair. No point guard in the league wears that hairstyle and excels.
I like the hair. I like the move.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
Why?
It's just it's like a. I mean, if you're gonna go the way that I look at it, if you're gonna be, it looks like a flat top. If you want
Yeah,
flat top,
I
cut that
love it.
thing up. Cut that thing up. Make it look good. That thing's messy. It's bushy. Come on, clean it up. Look professional. Play good. Play hard with a nice hairstyle.
And this little beard he's got going too. His little chin strap.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. It's just Derrick Rose being Derrick Rose. I heard that he was hurt early in the game. That I legit laughed when I saw a tweet. It was like Derrick Rose is hurt, and then like I
He
guess
like,
he wasn't hurt for very long.
he like bumped his hip. He like drove to the lane and like bumped his hip. Did you see this video of this cop throwing this chick on the ground, like in class?
I've heard things about it. I haven't watched the video.
Dude, all right, I'm gonna pull it up right now. Um, what, dude? Check this out.
Oh my god.
Disturbing. A 16-year-old female high school student being forcefully ripped from her chair, handcuffed, and removed from class. The school resource officer,
Like
Ben
what,
Fields,
dude?
a deputy with Richland County Sheriff's
A 16-year-old girl?
Oh my. Damn. That looks like that doesn't look good.
Sorry to get off topic. I just saw it in the news and I was like, oh, right now.
That no, I heard some rumblings about it today, but I never looked into it.
Whoa.
That doesn't look very good for that. I don't know. I mean, but cops get away with a lot of shit nowadays.
But
But
dude,
that's bad.
a 16-year-old, as she's sitting in class?
I mean, I mean, I'm not going to form an opinion on that. I need to know like what happened and why it happened. I need to know facts. But that looks terrible. That looks terrible.
Dude, she's a 16-year-old girl. You can just throw her hands behind her back and handcuff her and like move her. You don't have to like body slam her, flip the desk.
Yeah, like slam the desk, like German suplex the desk with her in it. That's insane. That's like Brock Lesnar shit.
Honestly,
that looked bad. That looked really bad.
Cop had a bad day or something.
Yeah, he was just pissed off. He didn't get his coffee that morning, I guess.
Oh my god, that's brutal. I need a story behind this.
Yeah, we need facts. So Steph Curry went off. Golden State Warriors look good, yeah.
Yeah, Anthony Davis, not so much.
I'm gonna ride the Anthony Davis train this entire year. I'm gonna hop on it.
It's like I was saying, dude. Like postmen in the NBA now, like you either got to be able to shoot really well, not really well, but good enough, or have like really good post moves.
Well, I don't know if I'm wrong here, but I saw some stories in the off season. I mean, I don't follow basketball very closely a lot, but I did see some things that Anthony Davis is working on his 3-point shot. I don't know if that's correct or not.
Yeah, I mean he has to because that's just what the game is. People are going to force him away from the basket.
I mean I think that backs up my point from a couple episodes ago, if not last episode ago, that I think Anthony Davis has potential to be the best player in the league. I think if he starts shooting threes, you're not going to be able to stop that guy.
He may have just had a bad night shooting tonight, but it didn't look good. It didn't look pretty. I mean, Golden State's a good team too, so that could have played part of the reason, but I don't know. He had 18. He only had 5 rebounds, which is odd.
Ooh, don't like that. Don't like that. I need 10 rebounds at least every night.
You would think too, like coming from him. He had 6 rebounds.
But don't like it. Don't like it. I need 10 rebounds, bare minimum from Anthony Davis every night.
Curry had 6 rebounds.
That must have been a weird game. A lot of shooting and a lot of long rebounds.
It's true. But
look at me and my basketball analysis just based off of stats. Unbelievable. I mean, I might as well just be the basketball expert on this podcast too.
Yeah, maybe. No.
Yeah, maybe.
No. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
No, but I guess they did take a lot of shots, but that's crazy that he only had 6 rebounds.
Yeah, that's not good. And the other thing that I don't like about Anthony Davis is that unibrow. I get it's your thing, but dude, come on, stop.
His barber came out and said like if he shaves it off, like he'll lose his power. Like that's where his basketball power is.
Come on, man. I mean, I like to believe in a lot of like stuff like that. Like unibrow is not a good look. It's not giving you any power.
I mean, like no one else has it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I get it. I understand it. It's your thing. It is your thing. But man, a unibrow of all things you could try and like make your own thing, and you choose unibrow. Damn, dude.
I mean, who knows? This might be the trend in a couple of years.
I hope not, because I won't even watch basketball if everybody's on the court with a unibrow.
Not even just basketball, just in general. Think about all the weird trends that have started that people have thought have been super weird.
I don't know. Unibrow is something that I hope nobody picks up on. That's a very weird trend. Not a fun one either.
Kind of like fake. It's kind of like facial hair.
I guess, but I mean, even I have a unibrow. I have one. I'll admit it. I have one, but I shave it.
You
I'm
can't.
not gonna.
Don't
I'm not
shave
gonna.
it.
Dude, no, I'm not gonna let my unibrow grow.
You can't shave it because then it comes back even thicker. You got to get it waxed.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to get it waxed. Like,
But don't shave it because it's going to come back more.
I've been shaving it for years.
That's why it keeps getting bigger.
It hasn't gotten bigger. It's never been noticeable. I just keep shaving.
I notice it.
Come on. I mean, there might be times where you've noticed it for sure.
I mean, people kind of talk behind your back like that's a kill with the unibrow moment.
Love it. I hope they do. I hope they're like, oh, Maloney, that kid, that weirdo, unibrow.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Right when we log off this podcast, waxing places in Joliet, Illinois. Unibrow waxing places, Joliet, Illinois.
No, that's the thing. I'm not even embarrassed about it at all. Like, I think it's kind of natural, but like,
But you
I'm
hate
not.
it. You would never play basketball again if people have unibrows, even though it's natural.
No. I think if you let it grow out and you rock that thing, that's not cool.
Natural.
But I'm not gonna pay to get it like removed. I'm not gonna pay to like
Then
get it off of
what
my
would you like to
face.
do then?
Shave it. Just shave it. Just shave it every day.
Shave a unibrow, dude. It comes back.
Look at that face, though. Oh man, no, dude, I'm not gonna pay a chick
You don't have to.
$15.
You can get like wax strips yourself and do it at home.
No, because that hurts. It's a lot easier to just shave it every day.
It hurts.
No.
Hasn't anyone ever told you that? It hurts to be beautiful.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. It hurts to be beautiful, and
I'm
it's a
hurting every
nuisance
day.
to be beautiful.
I'm hurting every day.
So am I, dude. I'm the most beautiful guy on earth. It hurts that I have to wake up every morning and shave my unibrow. But I do it because the ladies love it. Sorry.
Your unibrow. That's one of the craziest things I've ever heard.
Come on, dude. You
Can't.
whatever.
It comes back, dude. You have to wax it. I'm telling you.
I would love to wax it, but there's two things. I am not going to go out and get wax and rip off my unibrow myself. And two, I'm not going to pay $15 to go 5 minutes down the road and get my unibrow waxed off because that's just a huge waste of money.
Where are you getting $15 from?
I guarantee going to get anything waxed is like a minimum of like $5.
I mean, I don't know. I don't have a unibrow, so I don't have that problem.
Yeah, well, you got a lot of hair that needs to get waxed, and we could talk about that later maybe.
You could pluck your unibrow.
Hurts even worse. I've tried it.
But you
I
can't-
haven't tried waxing my unibrow or plucking my unibrow, but I've had my eyebrows plucked. Not fun. Hurts. You get like tears down your face. It hurts. Sucks.
From what?
Why are we even on this? We've talked about unibrows for 15 minutes.
Because I can't believe you shave your unibrow.
It's just something that has to be done.
No, dude. It grows back more. Don't you know what shaving is?
If I'm touching right here, I can feel a little stubble right now.
It's coming back.
But I can wake up tomorrow and shave it again, and it's boom, gone. I mean, this is, once again, I guess we're just going to turn to our female viewers. What's the best way?
Wax.
I need, I guess,
An
some
eyebrow.
tips.
An eyebrow wax. Or like a tweezer.
No, I'm not going individual hairs.
They sell those eyebrow things too.
What?
They're like eyebrow trimmers, and then you like can even them out and like make them so then you have eyebrows on fleek.
I guess I need to show. I guess I need to consult a professional. Honestly,
My eyebrows are kind of on fleek right now.
so are mine. Look at mine, dude.
All I see is a unibrow.
Yeah, shut up. My eyebrows are on a 10.
I might get mine lined up tomorrow. Actually, big game.
I, I'm really sorry, ladies. I don't mean to like flood your basements, but look at my eyebrows. Fire.
No. What do you got on these fleek though? Look at that.
Nothing. Nothing. I don't see anything.
Exactly. You just see fleek.
Whatever, dude. Those eyebrows are gonna get dunked on at Notre Dame.
Nah, these eyebrows.
All right. We talked about eyebrows for far too long. We need to talk about. I think it's my guy and your guy. I think you love him. You love him?
Maybe.
Jim Harbaugh.
I like some Harbaughs.
I love Jim Harbaugh. I think he is. I wrote down Jim Harbaugh is a gold mine. I think Jim Harbaugh is a legitimate gold mine as far as coaching and quotes. Quotes especially, though. His exact quote during an interview was he was asked about the punt that went wrong in the Michigan State game. And he said, quote, I'm not into the if this, if that type of scenarios. If worms had machine guns, birds wouldn't be scared of them. End quote. I'm not exactly sure what that quote means, but I know 110% that I want him to be the head coach of the University of Illinois. I don't know. I really don't. I need to break that quote down more to understand it. I don't understand it right now.
Wait, he said if you give worms machine guns, birds won't be afraid?
Yeah.
I think birds will be afraid.
Exactly. But that was his quote. I don't understand it.
Maybe I'm just minded.
This was his exact quote. I did not mistake this. That was his exact quote. If worms had machine guns, birds wouldn't be scared of them. What does that mean?
Not sure. I would think it'd be the other way around.
Exactly, but I love it. I won't even fight it. I don't even know what it means, but I won't argue against it because it's Jim Harbaugh and he's awesome.
Yeah, so just accept it and move on.
Exactly. That's just Harbaugh being Harbaugh. I want him to coach every team that I love for the rest of my life because he's such a psychopath that he's going to win multiple championships because he's just going to find a way. And then there's another quote. It was this week. He got interviewed. I don't know what the interview was about, but somehow the topic of his children going Halloween candy, trick-or-treating came up, and he gave his advice out to the public, and he told his children that, you should go out and, go out as normal in your costume, go door to door, get candy, whatever. Costume. Go out door to door, get candy, and then take a quick jog home and change into your second costume so you can go and get candy from the same houses. Hit every single house that you hit earlier and just double up on your candy, which is genius. I don't know why I never thought of that as a kid. That's unbelievable. I mean, I'm fat as fat can be right now, but if I would have thought about that 10 years ago, I wouldn't be speaking to you right now. I would have died from sugar overload. That's genius.
That's genius. It's a great move. I love it. I love everything that Harbaugh stands for, and that just caps it off. It's a great move.
I think his quote was like, just like always hustling or something. Like, gotta respect. I mean, I'm saying you have to respect the hustle.
Yeah, always thinking. Like that's just taking initiative, and that's just doing it. That's just being the best at what you do. And if it's Halloween trick or treating, then you got to be the best at it. Any advantage you find.
Exactly. And there's no knocking that at all.
And
If
you
you
know,
disagree with Harbaugh, then you're wrong.
and you know for a fact that his kids, if there's one of the houses that no one's home and it says please take one thing of candy, they're taking the whole bucket.
Oh yeah,
100%.
They're taking the entire bucket and then going back to the same house expecting another bucket to be out there.
But then
even though there probably won't be.
and then just taking the whole bucket.
Exactly. No,
And-
this is what happens. This is what happens. The Harbaugh kids go to the one house. They go to the house. They take the entire bucket of candy. They put it in their bag. They go home, change into their second costume. They go back to the same house. There's not a bucket anymore. They just steal the fucking car. They just take the car.
And then they drive to the houses to get more houses in before it gets too dark.
Exactly. These Harbaugh. I want to be Jim Harbaugh Jr. because that kid's gonna be ready for life before he even hits 18.
His Halloween costume definitely includes khakis, right?
I wouldn't doubt that for a second.
How many pair of khakis do they have in the house? 80?
Let's see. If he's got a wife and 2 kids, got to be at least 450 pairs of khakis.
I'd imagine.
I mean, they're never doing laundry.
No.
And Michigan hats, Michigan pullovers, khakis.
Michigan.
I don't think they even have furniture. They just sit on a pile of Michigan
Gear.
yeah. But I love it. Jim Harbaugh is psychopath. He's a psychopath. But I love it because it works.
I love his mind. I
want to be Jim Harbaugh, I think.
Just give me like 50% of his brain. I'll make it work.
Yeah. I'd probably make millions. I would definitely not want to be
John?
Yeah, no, John got the short end of the stick. He's sitting in the NFL making a couple million while his brother's out there fighting for national championships right now.
Teaching his kids how to trick or treat.
Unbelievable strategy. I don't know why I never thought of that. I'm going to tell my kids the same thing too.
Why can't you have more than one costume or more than 2 costumes? Why can't you have 30?
Just getting as much candy as possible. How in the world?
Houses just keep going to those 4 and then switching costumes.
Yeah. They would never know. I would never know. I've
Right.
handed out candy for the past 3 years now.
Just wear a different mask every time.
Exactly. If the same kid came to my door 15 times in a row in a different costume, I would never ever know. I would just hand him his little dum dum.
You could just wear like all black, like a black like cape or like a ghost thing, and then toss on a different mask.
Yeah.
No way.
Halloween. What's your opinion on Halloween?
It's okay.
Would you call it one of your favorites?
No, it's just like Halloween to me is just like okay. It's Halloween, so that means we're almost to Thanksgiving, which means
And we all know P's favorite holiday is Thanksgiving.
no. I'm a Christmas to New Year's Eve kind of guy.
We don't want to talk about New Year's and P. But hold on. No, let's not get away from it. Halloween.
Yeah, it's just like a gateway. It's like a gateway drug.
Yeah.
Like you do it, and then that leads to other things. Like, so I just kind of do Halloween, and then it leads to Thanksgiving and Christmas, which is what gets me off.
Okay, so what about when you were little? Did you absolutely love Halloween?
I like the candy, and I like the walking around and getting it. I'd rather just have my mom buy it at the store and bring it home to me.
I mean, that's a very typical response. But I don't disagree.
I wasn't never really a big costume guy.
Huge costume guy, but for one person, I was Scream. If anybody out there knows who Scream is,
I would Scream once.
I was Scream probably 8 years in a row.
Here's a classic mask.
That was my favorite. It's not even a scary movie, but it still is. Scream is my favorite scary series of all time, even if it isn't a scary series. Love Scream. I was Scream for 8 years straight. Awesome movies. I got so much candy. But now that we're older, I don't know. Halloween just isn't the same. And I can't say that I'm mad about it. There's things that get worse when you get older, and I'm not mad about Halloween getting worse because I don't like Halloween. And
I'm saying that.
I mean, if we're touching on it, I don't like how hard the chicks of our age try during Halloween.
Oh, it's definitely a big try hard holiday. Definitely, it just gives you an excuse to be someone that you aren't.
It's absolutely unbelievable the way that the girls of our age approach this holiday.
It's not even like a costume. It's just like dress however, like dress with no rules.
It's how much fabric can we put on our body without it being illegal, pretty much.
How little fabric.
Exactly. And I mean, it's okay. I mean, it's okay for my eyes, but it's
not like right though. Like it's just I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. I don't like how people try so hard.
I'm not a big judger. Like I don't really care. Like if you want to do it, like whatever. But that's like not really Halloween.
Right. I would say that I have a strong opinion. I have a strong opinion on this topic, and I could probably go on for a little more, but I really don't like how women approach this holiday, as you would call it.
Understandable. It's a good take on it. A popular take, I would imagine. I bet a lot of people feel the same way as you.
Yeah, but then again, it's like, oh, it looks good on the like for my eyes, for your eyes, it looks good. It's not an eyesore, but it's kind of I don't know, pathetic maybe if that would be a word. I don't know.
I mean, pathetic is definitely a word.
Stop trying so hard. I mean, you're gonna get 90 Instagram likes regardless, so just stop.
Probably over 100, most likely.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. That's our generation. They're gonna put as little cloth on their bodies so they can get as many Instagram and Facebook and Twitter likes. And those are just facts. If you disagree with me, please tweet at me because those are facts.
There's no arguing that. I mean, people love likes. And 20 years from now, not even 5 years from now, those likes are going to mean absolutely nothing to any of them or any of us.
You can't put 200 Instagram likes on a job resume. So
I mean, you could.
Technically. You could.
It depends what you're applying for.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
You're a model or something.
You have a very good point. But if you put 200 likes on a resume and they go back and look at your pictures and you're interviewing for a respectable job, they're going to look at your picture and be like, "Oh my God, your areola is out in this one of these pictures." And then
who?
Your areola.
What's that?
Oh, come on, Petey. Come on, dude. Take off your shirt. I'll show you your areola right now.
No thanks.
It's the nipple, but not the nipple. You know what I'm saying?
The little circle around it?
Right. Yep.
Oh.
I'm not much of a I don't even know what that would even call it, but I'm not a body expert, but I'm pretty sure that's the areola.
I never knew that.
Well, hey, today you learned because of Maloney, because I know what an areola is.
Wow. Look at you.
You know what? The end of this episode is going to get so much hate because chicks are going to hate us. They're going to be like, "Oh my God, we do that. They hate us for it. We're never going to watch again."
That's just your take.
Well, that's my take. Yeah, you don't even speak. I'm voicing my opinion hard.
I don't really have a big opinion on Halloween. I know people dress up, and it's just like an excuse to dress however you want without being judged, really, except by you.
No, I do. No, I mean, yeah, you are being judged by me. I hate
I
hate
know
that.
what you're saying. I know what you're saying. I just don't. I'm not as strongly opinionated in the subject as you are.
Give me a side. I want to hear a side.
I don't have one. Like I said, I'm not judging them. Like I see what they're doing and see what they're trying to do, but it's not getting my attention one way or another.
Okay, I get it. That's fine.
Yeah, takes a lot of attention.
I mean, this is something that I have a strong opinion on. I don't like it. I really don't.
That's fine.
Try harder. You can't. You try harder. You cannot.
It's gonna be a fun weekend on Instagram though.
It would be a great weekend. I mean, it's a great weekend on Instagram. It's a great weekend
for your purposes. It's gonna be a great weekend. You'll get to see all your pictures you're looking for.
Right? Yeah. I mean, it's appealing on the eyes, but I mean, what? It's October 28th. We're not even. We're days away from Halloween, and I'm already seeing Snapchats and Instagrams. It's like preview of my Halloween costume. Chill out. Stop trying so hard.
I really don't like Halloween. I don't like dressing up. I don't like watching people dress up. I don't like going to costume party. Like, not my thing.
I will do a costume party if I can dress up as, I don't know, Scott Podsednik, Joe Creedy. I'm not out there. I'm not trying to go to a costume party to get laid. I'm trying to go to a costume party to drink some beers. No, I see your face. No, I get that. What are those chicks going to those parties to do? I mean, they're going out there to, they're doing their thing.
Yeah, no, I feel you. I feel you.
I mean, these are facts. I'm being blunt as blunt.
I mean, you dressed up as a Johnsburg head coach.
Yeah, I was Mike Maloney, and that was a great party. That was a great party. I was Johnsburg head coach for a night. That was fun.
I wore like a Nike dry fit shirt and like black pants, and I put on a Batman mask.
Exactly. We don't even try. I throw on a Johnsburg polo on Mike Maloney for a night. That's it.
And it was a good night.
Absolutely.
And I didn't try.
I didn't try for a second.
I can respect it.
Well, I mean, we talked about Halloween. So you wanted to talk? What you like Thanksgiving more or what?
No, I mean yeah, but I'm a Christmas guy. Christmas, New Year's Eve guy.
I do. This is like my favorite time of the year because like we get the transition right into Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. A lot of family time. A lot of
food.
Oh, a lot of food. I mean,
a lot of sports.
Sports, food.
Baseball, basketball, football.
A lot of beer drinking.
Yeah.
I do like to drink beer if anybody did not know that for some reason.
Yeah, no one knows that.
I don't think anybody did know that, but I do like to drink my fair share of beers, especially during the holiday season. Those seasonal brews are great. Oktoberfest, unbelievable. I just moved some furniture for my aunt and uncle tonight, and uncle said, "Do you want to have a beer?" I was like, "Yeah, for sure." And I don't remember the brewery, but I had an Oktoberfest beer tonight, and it was great. Really good. Oktoberfest beers are the best. Those things are great.
I can respect it. I can get down with some Oktoberfest.
Yeah, I mean, you got the Sam Adams and shit. Those are good stuff. And the Blue Moons. Blue Moons are good. But hey, we shouldn't be talking about that since it's not even legal yet. We got till March, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. And then March, it's not going to be good.
It's going to be fun, man.
Anything else tonight? Jim Harbaugh, that's our guy.
That's about it. I think we covered our bases.
Wow, 1:15 in the morning. Why not? Why? This is for the viewers. We stayed up late to give our takes to you.
Yeah, we had to do it. And we did it. We got it done.
You have to do what you have to do.
That's right. All right, gentlemen. Gentleman.
Well, gentleman. Well,
Just one man.
I guess I will. Guess I'll talk to you tomorrow then.
I'll talk to you when I talk to you.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe never.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Maybe.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
for done. Bye.